Hello, everyone. This is Tony Lelly, along with Dan Vogel from Ohio Valley Sports Online, your Ohio Valley Sports Authority, with your September 19th, 2024 Coaches Show Remote Edition. Today, we are speaking with Eddie Williams, the head football coach of the Webster County Highlanders, all the way from Upper Glade, West Virginia. The Highlanders football team, with a record of 3-0, will travel to Weirton Jimmy Carey Stadium to take on the undefeated Weirton Blue Dons. That game will be broadcast live right here on OVSO.com. You can also watch it on our Facebook and YouTube channels. The Highlanders are coming off of a thrilling 34-33 come from behind victory over the Tigard Valley Bulldogs last Friday. The Bulldogs were led by first-year coach John McCune and freshman quarterback Maddox Bowen. Coach Williams, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, really looking forward to this week's game. Hey, Coach, so I got a chance to watch your Tigard Valley game this week, and I was very impressed with the way your guys battled back in the fourth quarter. It was a heck of a game to watch. I also like the way your kids never seem to give up on plays. What can you tell us a little bit about, share a little bit about last week's game with us?
Well, really, that was the first time we had gotten down all year. And we just early on just shot ourselves in the foot. Turnovers and just mistakes that we typically have not made up until this point. At halftime, I thought we were in a great spot. We were only down 10 going into that, and I told the guys, like, listen, we just got a couple of drives, just one play at a time, and everything will take care of itself. And we go back out and instantly turn the ball over two more times and go down 20. And at that point in time, I knew we were on a ledge right here. We could go one of two ways, and I've been preaching to my guys for 3 years now, just never give up, never give in. And I think that was the first point in my tenure here, that they didn't give up, and it showed those guys that they could finish ball games, and even though they are down, they're never out of it.
How long have you been coach there?
So this was my third season in Webster County. Spent the previous 10 seasons down in Roane County, West Virginia, coaching there. So,
it's good here this early in the game to be. It's always good to be challenged with some adversity. You kind of get to know. It helps get to know your team better, doesn't it?
It really does, and we're led by a lot of seniors that have played a lot of varsity football, and it's finally their opportunity to show what they can do. And honestly, I was kind of glad to see what we could do from behind in a tough physical ball game. They really buckled down and had to find a way to win. And honestly, 20 points in a quarter and a half. It was pretty impressive to watch them compete.
Absolutely, I agree with that. You know as well as I do, you're going to be challenged throughout the year, right? Especially when you get down, and you make it to the playoffs.
Absolutely, that's a playoff type environment right there. Every game is tough, so you're going to have to dig down deep and really find what you have inside, and that was a perfect opportunity for us. I thought we were the better football team. We did not prove that in the first half, and we really had to dig out of a hole and show everybody that that was a game that we could have won and should have won, and we did that.
And it gives you some film that you can draw on, right, as the year goes by, because you'll have more adversity like that, and you can draw back on that, and it helps. You get some more mileage out of the film.
Absolutely, we had some guys go down, and some young guys that hadn't played much step up and do extremely well. So it was a team effort all the way through, and we were able to go back and point everything out to those guys, good and bad. And I think it really helped us moving forward this week.
Very good. So Coach, talk a little bit about this week's coming. games, the Blue Dons also undefeated. They're coming off of a forfeit win, so it's kind of a bye. It's going to give them an extra week to prepare. Talk a little bit about this week's game.
So this is a new opponent for us. We've typically not traveled up north like this, but it's the team, like you said, coming off of a bye week here. That's going to get healthy. I know they got kind of banged up a little bit in the Clay Battelle ball game, so having a week off is really going to help them in terms of getting healthy, preparing for us. It looked like they had some key guys get a little banged up, and they're probably going to be back ready to go. So really, we're going to have to focus on the air game. Something that we haven't done well with up to this point, but we really haven't seen it. I believe in the magnitude that we're going to this week. I know Madonna's going to spread the ball out, and they're going to try to get vertical on us, throw the ball over the place. So, I mean, we're going to have to step up and play some good defense, and then turn around on the offensive side. They've got some monsters in the middle that we're going to have to try to move. And I mean, I think we're going to match up well on both sides of the football. I think it's going to be a really good ball game. No way around it. But we're going to have to take care of the back end of our defense and up front on offense. If we can do that, I think it'll be a good one.
Yeah, watching the two games, the Clay Battelle game and then your last game, they were really very similar. Ball was being thrown all over the place. Quarterbacks were scrambling. Both very exciting games. I wish I could be there. I'm scheduled to do another game, but we'll have another team there at the game doing it. It'll save some of your fans the trip to come all the way up. I'm glad that we can do this for you.
Yeah, I'm excited that you guys are. The first thing that was asked of me after the game on Friday was, is our radio going up? And I said, unfortunately, no. So I said, I'll try to find some way for you guys to tune in. And luckily, we found the radio station, and you guys are actually doing it. So everybody down here that can't make the trip, and there's a lot of people I do know, they're going to be excited to be able to watch us.
I'm really glad to do that for you. So, your travel plan, you said you haven't come up in the Northern Panhandle. How'd that go? About how far is the trip going to be?
So without stopping, it'll be about 3.5, 3:45 to get there. But we are going to leave a little bit early, stop along the way, get out, eat a little bit, stretch our legs, and then we're going to get back on the bus and get going. It takes us almost all the way up to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's a it's a trip, but we're excited to make it. I kind of made plans to go up into that direction, just to kind of get our guys in the mindset of going to Wheeling. But they've changed the championships to Charleston. But
Yeah,
we'll still make that long trip anyway. So
yeah, that's true. About how far are you from Charleston?
honestly, we're about 2 hours from Charleston. So it's we're a trip and a half away from just about everywhere.
I used to go deer hunting down around that area, Blackwater Falls area, down there out in the eastern portion. Sorry, Coach. All your travel plans, everything all set up. Any problem with that?
Nope, everything's good to go. We've been working all week, getting everything taken care of. So we've had a good week.
I'm glad to hear that, Coach. Again, I want to remind all the viewers here that we will be broadcasting this game live. We are on ovso.com, and we also have Facebook and YouTube channels. That's Ohio Valley Sports Online, OVSO. Again, Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us a little bit. And I wish you all have a safe trip and a good game next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Actually, tomorrow, right?
Yep. Coming up quick.
Yeah. All right, Coach. We'll see you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.